Yeah, there's never been a moment that you were afraid that maybe the band would not make it.
Not really, because it was so, I think everything happened so fast for us.
Yeah.
And even when we found out that what was wrong in terms of the mismanagement.
It happens in a good timing for us, because it was just the end of the cycle of the first record, and we were about to record the new one.
Yeah.
And then things were like, it was the right time for us to restructure everything.
Yeah.
And we were already planning to move to Europe to make things easier for us, because it's very hard to get a flight to Brazil like every day. So I think we never had doubt that the band would.
The potential. I mean, I think if after the really bad parts, when we found out that we were being ripped off and that kind of thing, if we had stopped to have like vacations for 2 months, we would just like crash and burn and not be back again. But I think we never stopped working. Even when we stopped touring, we went back to the studio and started to work on the new record. So we were always working constantly. So it wasn't, I don't think it was a time that we just ever considered giving up anything.
Yeah.
I think it gave us more strength to keep on doing and continue doing the stuff, because it's really a great opportunity that we were given.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Where do you live now?
London.
In London. Because is your focus more now in Europe then? Because you all, I think in the US you also tour?
I think I think it's always been in Europe, of course.
I think it was just an easy place to live, because now our management company is British, and our agent from Europe and Japan is British.
Our bank account.
So the things were more
set up
in England for us. And I think it's more the case of living in the North Hemisphere than actually live in the UK.
Yeah, I think our focus was always more in Europe, I guess. It was the place that got us like better than everywhere else in the world. I think we lacked of being in the States a little bit, but our biggest like shows are here, so it made sense.
Okay. And then you well at this point, how do you made a second album? How do you look back to the first one now? You're still proud of it? Is it still exactly what you wanted it to be?
Yeah, I think
at that moment, I guess
each album has its own life.
Yeah.
And when it's done, and I would just.
Of course, we couldn't be able to do the same album. So it's very hard to answer it if it's how we wanted it to be. It's how we wanted it to be at that time.
It's
like
what it
making
is.
a tattoo, and like 5 years later, you look at the tattoo, and it's probably not something that you would do. At least with me, it's like this. I have like tattoos from when I was 16, and I look at it, and I would never do that tattoo again. But I'm really proud of doing that at that moment, because it meant something at that moment. I think it's kind of like that, much about the moment, and it made a lot of sense. This previous record back in 2005, 2006, and now this one makes much more sense for us right now.
Yeah.
So it's a different relationship.
Yeah.